There is a specific kind of secret humiliation that only strong women know. It's the feeling of lying in bed at 11:30 p.m., staring at the glowing screen of your phone, waiting for a text from a man who has treated you like an option for months. You're a rational woman. You run a team at work. You manage your finances. You have friends who respect you. But with him, you feel like you have lost your mind. You check his last seen status. You reread his messages from 3 weeks ago just to feel a spark of hope. You analyze the punctuation in his last text like it's a legal contract. And underneath the anxiety, there is a deep, burning shame. You ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why can't I just block him? He isn't even that great. Am I weak? Am I broken? I need you to listen to me very carefully. You are not weak. You are not broken. And this is the most important part. You are not in love. In the last video, we talked about why narcissists target strong women. Today, we are answering the darker question. Why can't you leave? I am going to explain the specific biological mechanism that has hijacked your brain. It is not poetry, and it is not passion. It is a chemical trap known to psychologists for 70 years, and it is working on you exactly as designed. You are caught in a cycle called intermittent reinforcement, and today we are going to break the lock. First, take a deep breath. We need to strip away the romance to see the machinery. The intensity you are feeling right now, that desperate magnetic pull, that feeling that you might physically die if he leaves, feels like a soul connection. It feels like fate because it is so overwhelming. But I am here to tell you the truth your friends might be scared to say. That intensity is not love. That intensity is anxiety disguised as passion. The reason you can't leave him isn't because he's the one. The reason you can't leave is because he has accidentally, or perhaps intentionally, turned your brain into a gambling addict's brain. He isn't a partner. He is a slot machine. And you have been pulling the lever so long, you have lost track of reality. To understand why this happens, we have to look at a famous, somewhat cruel experiment from the 1950s by a behavioral psychologist named B.F. Skinner. Skinner put rats in a box with a small lever. The rules were simple. Press the lever, get a food pellet. In the first scenario, the lever was predictable. Every single time the rat pressed it, food came out. The rat was calm. It pressed the lever when it was hungry, it ate, and then it went to sleep. It was secure. In the second scenario, the lever never gave food. The rat quickly learned the game was broken. It lost interest, ignored the lever, and went about its business. But then, Skinner created a third scenario. This was the trap. In this scenario, the lever was unpredictable. Sometimes it pressed it and got nothing. Sometimes it pressed it 10 times and got nothing. But then, randomly, unpredictably, it pressed it and bingo, a pellet appeared. Do you know what happened to those rats? They went insane. They didn't eat when hungry. They pressed the lever obsessively, thousands of times an hour. They ignored other rats. They ignored sleep. They became anxious, fixated, and completely addicted to the mechanism. This is intermittent reinforcement. Your brain releases significantly more dopamine in anticipation of an unpredictable reward than it does for a guaranteed one. The uncertainty is the drug. Now I want you to look at your relationship. If he was mean to you 100% of the time, like that second rat scenario, you would have left months ago. You are smart. You have self-respect. You do not tolerate constant abuse. But he isn't mean 100% of the time, is he? He ignores your text for 3 days, but then on Friday night, he sends you that one sweet message that makes your stomach flip. He acts cold, distant, and too busy for weeks. But then you have one incredible weekend where he looks at you like you're the only woman in the world. He is the lever, and you are the rat, pressing the button, waiting for that random hit of validation. The high you feel when he finally treats you well is not happiness. It is relief. It is the cessation of the pain he caused. And that chemical cycle, pain followed by relief, pain followed by relief, creates a trauma bond that is actually chemically harder to break than a healthy relationship. This is why you feel bored with nice, consistent guys. Consistency doesn't spike your dopamine. It doesn't trigger the gambling addiction. Safety feels boring to a brain that has been trained to hunt for crumbs. So how do we detox? Because that is what this is. This is not a breakup. This is a detoxification. You are coming off a hard drug. So here are 3 strategies to stop pressing the lever and reclaim your sanity. Strategy number 1, the lab rat reframe. Our brains hate admitting we've been tricked, so cognitive dissonance kicks in. We romanticize the pain. We tell ourselves, we fight so hard because we love so hard. Our connection is just so intense. No, you fight so hard because the machine is rigged. The next time you are obsessively checking his social media or waiting for a text or analyzing his mixed signals, I want you to catch yourself in the act. Stop, put the phone down, and say this sentence out loud. I am not in love right now. I am just a rat waiting for a pellet. It sounds harsh. It is meant to be harsh. You need to strip the poetry away from the dysfunction. Visualize the box. Visualize the lever. Realize that he is not offering you intimacy. He is offering you a crumb to keep you playing the game. When you see the mechanic, the magic disappears. Strategy number 2, judge the climate, not the weather. This is where most high-value women get trapped. You stay because you're judging the relationship based on the weather. He brings you flowers, that's sunny weather. He apologizes and cries, that's sunny weather. He has a great day with your friends, sunny weather. You think, see, he can be great. If I just try harder, we can have more days like this. But you are ignoring the climate. If you are in Antarctica, you might have one sunny day where the temperature hits 30 degrees, but if you try to live there in a bikini because of that one day, you will freeze to death. The climate is the average. I want you to stop asking, does he love me today? I want you to start asking, what is the 90-day average of this relationship? If the 90-day average is anxiety, tears, confusion, waiting, and begging for clarity, then that is the climate. A nice text today is just a weather anomaly. Do not build a house in a war zone just because the sun came out for 5 minutes. Finally, strategy number 3, the dopamine replacement protocol. This is the physical part. When you try to leave or you finally go no contact, your body is going to go into literal withdrawal. You will feel physical pain in your chest. You will feel panic. You will feel an overwhelming urge to text him just to make the pain stop. This is not love missing him. This is your brain screaming for dopamine because you cut off its supply. You cannot think your way out of a chemical withdrawal. You have to move your way out. When the urge to text him hits, you need a high-intensity state change. You need to shock your system with healthy dopamine. Do not sit on the couch and ruminate. Go for a sprint until your lungs burn. Step into an ice-cold shower for 30 seconds. Blast music in your car and scream. You need to override the cortisol spike with a physical sensation that isn't him. Treat yourself like you were in rehab. Be gentle with your emotions, but be ruthless with your boundaries. I want you to leave this video with one thought. The fact that you are addicted to him does not mean he is your soulmate. It does not mean you share a destiny. It just means your biology is working exactly as it was designed to. You responded to a psychological trick. That is all. You are not broken. You are just detoxing. The pain you feel right now is the price of your freedom. Pay it. It is worth every penny to get the calm, consistent peace you actually deserve. Now, once you break this addiction, you're going to be left with a void. You're going to realize you spent so much energy fixing him, you forgot how to prioritize yourself. And usually that leads to the next question. How do I actually become the woman who never falls for this again? That requires rebuilding your self-trust, and that is exactly what we will discuss in the next video.